everybody, to another exciting episode of Between Carlines. We are your hosts. I'm Christy.
And I'm
Christina.
I didn't know what was going
on
next.
my screen, so I was just letting you go.
Okay, that's not the order
Sorry.
on my screen.
Welcome to our
Sure.
mess. This is our second attempt at this podcast, and we are trying to do this via Zoom this time instead of all together to see what works best. But so far, we've only had minor technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's
Once we
going
got
better.
our lighting set. Christina, you still need to
I'm
work
a
on
little
that
dark.
lighting. I don't know. You're still dark
We'll
over
figure
there.
it out for next time.
Yeah.
I wanted to start at the end of the last one, though, Christy, because I don't know if you know the wrath that you unleashed on us when you left after the last one. Did Jenna tell you the story?
No. What happened?
Oh, good. I was hoping it would be a surprise. You
Yeah,
dipped
it's our
out.
Your
fault.
kids wake up?
No, worse. You dipped out so fast, and when you left,
Like,
you let in this huge creature.
bug. Yes.
Like
What?
I don't even know what it was. Like flying, a flying.
First of all, if I dipped out fast,
Just
the
long
door
enough.
wasn't left open a long time for something
It wasn't.
to crawl in.
No, he flew in.
Okay.
He flew in over your head. And then you closed the door, and he was flying all around. I still don't even know what it was.
No,
Jenna, do you know what it was?
Because it was big. It was literally like this, like huge.
Maybe a huge beetle. Yeah.
It wasn't like a palmetto bug.
No,
was it?
no, it was
the
more
big
like
flying cockroach.
I described it as a
Because
gigantic
it was like
bean
hitting
shape
off
to
the
my
walls,
kids.
and you could hear it,
Oh my goodness!
like boom, boom, off things.
So good. Yeah.
So what did you do?
I wish we were
did you get it
recording.
out, or did you just leave
Yeah.
it?
No. Oh, I was worried that I was gonna have to wake up in the morning and be concerned that it was still living in my house. But Jenna MVP'd it real good.
And
Like
she
I
said-
cracked the door open and she went up and like high five
And it went- yes.
and it flew right out the door. And I was like,
We
"Phew,"
could
I
never
closed
do
it.
that
That was
again.
it.
Thank God for Jenna. What would you?
It was great.
It was so bad though.
It worked.
Oh, it did.
I'm sorry.
It could not be
Ever.
replicated.
yeah,
That
too
would've
bad
been
you
good.
weren't recording.
Yeah, that would have
We
been
were proud of
real
ourselves.
good. Oh man.
What else you got on the docket for us today?
Well, I did want to go back to the Discovery of Witches conversation where you were
Okay.
on the treadmill reading because you always go to the YMCA. So I pulled.
Sure.
I pulled the receipts of it.
Oh, you did.
I did, yeah.
A long
It
time.
took-
Found them.
It was hard. It took me a long time to find them, but I did find them. And we'll start at the beginning. Let's see. You said.
Everyone's dying
This is
to
you,
know.
Christy. This sounds
Oh,
fun.
cool.
I have never done a book club before, but I've always wanted to try one.
True.
I didn't know that was your
It
first
was
book
mine
club.
first too.
True. Yeah, I'd never done one before.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, really? I mean, I guess I knew at the time, but I put it out of mind. And it was in 2018, so that was like 6 years ago.
I'm scared of what I said in 2018.
Yeah, okay, so that was the first one. And then my book came in the mail, so I said I got the book, because this was back before I had Kindle, so I had to actually buy a book.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And you said you started it yesterday, so far so good.
Okay.
Okay, then, let's see, how long? 6 days later, you were officially
Okay.
halfway done, and you were going to do your best to finish it in the next 6 days, because book club was 6 days from then, right?
Okay. Yeah. Right. And it was a long book.
It was a long
wasn't it?
book. And I was only a quarter of the way done, so I was just crossing my fingers that I'd get it done. Then 2 days later, the treadmill post comes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's hear this.
And I just want to say it was me on the treadmill.
It was you.
I was
Okay.
the one at the
So I'm
YMCA. And I said,
I was like, that doesn't sound familiar, but
yeah, and I said, under no circumstances did I come to the gym just to put my children in childcare so I could read this book. Because, of course, I didn't have Carlines back then. You know, it was just me and the kids all day. So I went to the gym. And then 2 days after that, you said that the book had consumed your nights for the past 2 weeks. But you finally finished it. And then I said it was much slower than I anticipated it being, and I was only halfway done.
wait. Did I use the word consumed?
Yeah, you sure did. This book has consumed my nights for the past 2 weeks.
Look at
What
me with the
happened since then?
vocabulary.
And then Jenna finally pops in with her only comment of the whole ordeal and says,
Oh, good. What'd she say?
she said very profoundly, "Dang, I am impressed." That was it.
I didn't
That
read
was
the book.
discovery.
I just
You
read
didn't
the
even
book
read
club.
it?
I have like the physical book somewhere here still.
The only thing I remember about that book club was your house was like not furnished. Like you had just
we had
moved in. And you had gummy worms, I believe.
I did. Yeah. The berry
And,
trolleys, I think, right? Those are the best.
Yes. Yeah. Is it trolley or trolley?
Like a troll.
I don't know. What do you
Trolley.
think?
Jenna, how do you say it?
Yeah, that's
Like a
how I
troll,
say
like
trolley.
under a
Trolley?
bridge.
Wait, maybe it's a poll.
First poll of the podcast.
Trolley or trolley?
I've been calling them trolley gummies.
Does anybody really know? I don't know. I call them trolley.
I don't know, but we need to get to the bottom of this for next episode. Oh man. Trolley.
So that's all my
That was
receipts
good.
for this one.
I brought a
What do you
game.
wanna talk about?
Do you want to do the game? Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
you brought a game today? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were doing the game today. That's awesome.
I just have to say, my mother-in-law is on her way, so she might
Make a
pop
guest
in.
appearance.
I don't think so.
No.
I think she just left her house and it takes 2 hours, so I don't
Was
think
she
we'll be
coming
doing
for
this
the weekend?
2 hours. She is coming for Summer has a little spring performance at her school
cute.
tonight. So she wanted to come for that, which is great, but I wish we would have known this ahead of time, because had I known I had childcare tonight, I maybe would have gone out and done something really fun regarding the album release tonight.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on that's really fun?
So
What time does that get released?
midnight.
You
But I
would have
think
gone
a
out
lot
for
of places-
midnight?
Maybe. Had I known that someone was going to be
I mean,
here
that
and I
shows
could,
what a fan you are to go out at midnight for you. On a school night.
Yeah,
to boot.
it does, because I am usually in bed by 9. So, but I'm staying up tonight. I mean, I am so pumped.
It's going to be an all-nighter.
Well, not an all-nighter. It'll come out at midnight. I'm going to listen to it fully through. How long do albums
you're
usually
asking the
take to
wrong
get through?
people.
Maybe an hour, maybe a little more.
We don't know.
I know the real Swifties would have counted the amount of time it'll take to listen to it, because they've already released the song lengths and everything. So
they have.
I guess I could.
You could just
add
Google it
up
then, and I'm sure someone
Yeah,
will post it for you.
But yeah, I'll listen to it once through and then probably go to bed, or maybe check to see what all the people are saying. But it's going to be good.
Okay.
I heard she's going to get even more famous after this.
How?
That's what I just read before this podcast. It was
I don't know how she could
it
get
was,
more
yeah,
famous.
it was like,
but
you don't think she can get more famous, but she's
Good for
about to
her.
with this release.
I mean, she's been hinting and throwing lyrics out there. It just seems like it's going to be a breakup album, and
I saw something
you
today
know
that was
it's
like
gonna be
Parmesan
good.
popcorn,
It's going to be so good.
We'll see.
like Parmesan on the popcorn or something, and it was written in a typewriter, like a lyric,
Like a
and I was like,
song.
is this real? I think it might have been a joke,
Oh.
but it was like her typewriter, like she did for
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah. That sounds like a joke, but
I'll have to find it.
I don't know.
I'll
I
never
didn't
find
see
it
that
again,
one. But it's going to be so good. There's a song on it called So Long London, and it's track 5. And if you know anything about Taylor Swift and her albums, track 5 is always her big, ballad song. All Too Well was a track 5.
Okay.
So Long London, it just sounds like it's going to be the Joe breakup, by London, song. So I cannot wait for that one. I think it's only 3 minutes. Someone was saying it was going to be 9 minutes and 28 seconds, which is their anniversary, 9:28. And I was sorry. People are crazy, but it's not. It's only like 3 minutes. But at first I was like, oh my goodness, we're getting another long
We're really
song.
getting into it here, Jenna.
Christy has like started her segment of like tea with Taylor Swiftie fan, like something like this is your yes.
Yeah, Taylor T. I'm sure that's already trademarked somewhere, but yeah, Swifties welcome.
We only have one real Swiftie here.
Your resident Swiftie.
We're like imposters.
Now that
Taylor Swift.
Now that Sirius has that Taylor Swift station, though, that's a pretty good station. I gotta give it to them. And I have like some new favorite songs.
Yeah, you've been liking it because you've been texting.
Yeah, I've been listening to it every day.
Funny. So many people that were not like anti-Taylor Swift, but just really did not care about her at all. Now, because their kids are getting into her, text me all the time. Like my neighbor, I remember when the Eras Tour came to Tampa and she wrote on Facebook, like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing about all this, you know, Taylor Swift stuff just because she's coming this weekend, blah, 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 blah. And I just commented on that post, haters gonna hate, hate, hate. And cut to now, that was a year ago.
That was only
she came to Tampa a year ago. Now she's texting me, my daughter, it was April last year. My daughter is like such a big Swiftie. I'm throwing her a Taylor Swift theme, this, that, and the other.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm like,
you got to go where the kids go, you know, you got to do it.
Yeah, I love it though. Everyone calls me or texts me or, you know, sends me. I just got a book. Someone sent me a book the other day in the mail. Just, I saw this at the store and thought of you.
Oh, that's funny.
Taylor Swift book. Anyway, we can move on from all the Swift talk. It's just like a big week for Swifties, so it had to be mentioned. And tomorrow's the day. So
tomorrow's the day.
Oh, actually, at 2 p.m. today, something is being released. We don't know what.
How do we know something is being released? So she said
at 2 p.m. There's a countdown on her website, and it ends at 2 p.m. today. So I don't know if it'll be maybe the first single. I know a music video is being released at 8 p.m.
Do you
tomorrow.
have like timers set for all of this so you don't miss a thing? Just
that's what she's watching right now instead of our faces. It's actually all of her Taylor Swift timers.
Anyway, okay, that's it. We won't talk the Tortured Poets department coming out tomorrow.
Until next time. When you tell us about how you listen to it all night long.
I can give my review. I'm going to need a whole episode on just my review.
Like a spin-off, like a novella.
Sounds like a lot.
This is what they put up with, guys. This is like 24/7 over
everything
here.
Can relate back to Taylor. Like everything we do, like has a Taylor Swift like connection for you.
Yeah, it does. I mean, this is her 11th album. That's a lot of music.
Would we like to?
All right, moving on.
Oh, look at that! It looks so legit.
Okay, hold it up. Let's hold it up. Can I see it? Okay, she's holding up a paper that's listed like 1 through 8. Okay, it's a word game. Like I've got the first letter, and
this
then
is
the blanks for
word
the rest.
connection, and you have to start with the first one, and it's connected to the second, and then the second word is connected to the third is connected to the fourth to the fifth. Yeah, I went.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
She really put time into this.
She did. Yeah.
Okay, so Christina, how are we doing this? Are we just both going for it?
I don't know. I already know the second word.
Do it.
So
you do?
I'm just looking at it. I know what it is. I wanted to give Christy a chance. I didn't want to like pop out with it.
Double. And then the next word. Okay, the first word is double. The second word starts with a W and is 4 letters. The only thing that's popping in my mind is word, but I don't know. Double trouble. No, I don't know. Well, if you know, just
it's a double wide trailer. It's got to be wide.
Double wide.
Yeah.
I never would have got that.
Okay, so what's the next one? Is
wait. I have something that relates to that.
Okay.
I went to a white trash trailer trash party in college, and I wore a T-shirt that said "Double wides are hot." Okay, moving on.
Okay, a little tidbit there.
Yes.
Wide.
Is
open?
it 4? Oh, okay, it's 4. Yeah. Okay.
Open? Is it open? Okay. All right. The next word starts with a D and is 4 letters and relates to open.
Yes.
Oh, door.
We didn't go to-
door, right?
Oh.
Open door.
Look at you. You found your stride.
I
That's a J.
know.
It's a J.
Is that a J or an I?
That one's easy. It's a J, 3 letters.
Yes.
That's easy.
It's jam?
I'll let you have
It
it.
is jam.
It's not jam.
Yeah.
Oh, it
right?
is jam.
Door jam. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, jam, and then
Oh, wait.
it starts
How
with
many
an
letters?
S.
Oh, no. I
That's
thought it
a
was
lot
going to
of
be
letters.
strawberry, but it's not.
Why?
It's too
Oh,
too
it's
short. How many letters is that?
I think so.
8 letters?
Yeah, that's right. That's not jam.
No.
Sessions?
No.
Is it a jam session? Oh, that would have been good.
Welcome to Space Jam. Here's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right. Hey,
Bring
you-
it back.
what-
Bring it
okay.
back.
Sorry, guys. Jam.
Yes.
Well, what's a jam? Like a jelly?
That's what I'm thinking.
Shortbread?
Shortbread.
What do you put? Yes.
What do you have jam
yes.
with? Sandwich.
A jam. A jam
Yes.
sandwich? Who
Lots
eats jam
of people.
sandwiches?
Well, you don't eat sandwiches.
Not me, but
Okay, this one's gonna be bread.
Yes.
I don't eat.
I'm with you on this one. That's
Nope.
gotta be bread.
No, you're not right.
okay, sure. Sandwich bread.
It's not.
I was like, yeah.
You said yes.
Sandwich. Okay.
Sandwich.
It goes with sandwich and it starts with a B and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters.
That was like a trickster because I mean it should be bread.
Sandwich. Bagel?
That would be
A
good,
bagel
but
sandwich.
no.
Breakfast. Oh no, too many. Well, I'm just thinking about what Jenna
I
loves.
do.
She loves a breakfast sandwich.
Sandwich. I'm thinking
Oh,
like
no, she
meats.
likes the burrito.
Like what kind of meat?
No.
Burrito?
No.
Bologna.
Think about like
No.
advertisement. Like
B-O-L-O-G-N.
stores put this outside.
Blippy.
Flip stores. Be outside.
No.
No, that sandwich shop.
I'm more confused with stores.
It's like
put
an
it outside.
advertisement they put out.
Is it like a
No,
cardboard?
it's usually plastic.
Do we know
it's a
this
very
word?
common word.
I would hope so. Sandwich.
Do you want me just to tell you?
break.
No. What do they call those like folding signs that like set up like a TP?
Board. Sandwich board.
You guys have never heard that? They're like the ones
like
that
a
are like
sandwich board. Yeah. Well, we got
yes.
Okay, board
Good
game.
work, ladies.
it. Board game. Woo!
That was a fun one, Jenna.
You did
Low
it.
budget word games with
Yeah,
Jenna.
for sale now. I'm
So
sure everyone
great.
else enjoyed
Okay, so
listening to us try to solve.
here's what I've got. I was thinking about this.
Okay.
What do you sleep in at night? Do you sleep in like pajamas?
Yeah, pajamas.
Yes.
Jenna, are you a pajama? Okay. So I sleep in pajamas, but I was like thinking about how, you know, some people sleep naked. They don't sleep in anything, right?
Yeah.
But, like-
I heard that's good for your marriage to like start sleeping naked.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
No, but I legit saw that somewhere, and then I have a friend that told me that
You probably have sex a whole lot more because you're just
Yeah.
there.
you're just ready to go.
You're at the
But I
ready.
think
at
about
all
like, what if I
times.
have
There's
to go like
no
help a
pre-game
kid?
needed.
Like, hold on. Like,
Yeah,
that kid doesn't
yeah,
need to see that in the
yeah.
middle of the night.
But like before you had
No.
kids, did you sleep naked? Right.
No, I never slept
Why?
naked.
I don't know.
I'm like,
Why?
Yeah, I don't
I
sleep
don't-
naked because I feel like I have to be prepared for an emergency. What if there's a fire?
An emergency at all
A
times.
fire is always the thing that comes to mind, though.
Yes.
I don't want to run outside
Yeah.
and I'm naked and my house is on fire. And what am I going to do? Go knock on my neighbor's door? I'm
Run
sorry,
over.
I sleep naked, but my house is on fire.
It would be terrible.
That would be so bad.
Well, I feel like people that live where it's cold keep a robe. Don't they wear robes
Yeah.
a lot? So if you have a robe next to your bed, you just can throw that on. But I guess
But
in
probably-
an
Yeah, you're trying to get
emergency,
out.
You're not really thinking about.
Yeah, but it's probably a chicken or an egg thing. Like, you probably have a robe next to your bed because
Yeah.
you sleep naked. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
I
guess a
know,
robe
but I
would
bet
be
a lot
good.
of people
Yeah.
sleep naked.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a guy. I think guys tend to sleep naked more than girls.
I don't know. It's a
It's
good
a poll.
question. Aren't they like worried?
That's
It
what
is
I
a
thought.
poll. Are they? They're probably not as worried about a quick escape. Yeah, food for thought.
Everybody try it out this week.
Yeah.
See how you like it.
That's good.
Report back.
I don't know.
I
if
cannot.
can do that. Can you just imagine like
Well,
a kid
no.
crawling
We
into
make
your
it for
bed and
them.
you're just butt naked in there? That's too much.
No,
My
me
kids
either.
have never once crawled into my bed.
My kids always crawl into my bed. A 4 a.m.
Yeah, so you
crawling.
can't
No,
sleep
all
Mike
the
naked.
stands by
time.
my head and is like, Mom,
Yeah.
Mom, and it scares the bejesus out of you. And it's
yeah.
only happened a few times, but
Yeah.
yeah. He's also not quiet, so you can hear him coming no matter what. Linda Lou's back there
Let's
making
see.
some lunch.
No,
No.
but I'm so jealous. Okay, can we talk about how jealous I am of Jenna's situation? Her mom lives on her property and makes every meal in her kitchen.
It is really nice.
That is the one thing. Like, if I was a billionaire, or like millionaire, I don't know, however much money you need to have, like the first thing I would buy, I wouldn't buy an expensive car,
Yeah.
expensive house, a cook.
Yeah.
Like just someone
It's nice.
to cook all my meals. And I don't know, is there a thing where you can hire
Yes.
someone to come on like a Sunday? And
Do you
just
remember there
meal
was a
prep
girl in the
I
for
bet
you?
there
club, in the
is,
mom's
yeah.
club, that's what she did.
I just feel like whenever I price things like that out, it comes to $14
Yeah, but you're
a
paying
meal,
for the
and I can't
convenience.
justify.
Yeah.
No, well, of
Yeah.
course.
No,
But when it comes down to it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
$14
My
a
thing is,
meal.
like-
I can throw some spaghetti in a pot.
I don't want like a prepped
I made
meal
spaghetti
though.
and meat sauce for dinner last night.
I want a hot meal. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
Like
And
I don't want
so
a
many
prepped
things
meal.
don't taste good.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, because then you got to microwave it, and that's
But like
horrible
I've seen
for
on
you,
TikTok where
and-
they're like personal chefs, but they just come in the morning, they make the food, like all the sides, it's in the fridge, it just has to be heated or warmed up in the oven. And then like your meal is fresh every day, but
Yeah.
it's not, they're not in your kitchen while you're trying to have like dinner.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
celebrities
That's like the
must
ideal,
have.
right? Well, celebrities, I don't think are
Yeah.
ever really in their kitchens. I think their chef is in the kitchen.
They have
and
like
then
the
they just
butler's
eat the food.
kitchen in the back.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like the second, like the prep kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah,
where
the one, the
staff
hidden
is.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have a hidden kitchen here. It all just happens. But yeah, we were like, I was at the doctor.
Yeah,
At the
I'm
doctor, and they're like,
jealous,
so
that's all
who
I'm
prepares
saying.
the food in your house? And I was like, my mommy. Like, I
Oh,
had
that
to
is
say it.
amazing.
Like,
But it's great because,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Jenna was doing keto for a while,
She'll
and so
hit-
she told her mom, like, okay, I'm trying to do keto.
Yeah,
she does,
so
like,
can
your
you
dietary
please-
she'll start out the week. She's like,
restrictions and
okay, what do we
everything.
want to eat
She
this week?
does.
But that's like
Yes.
her love language is feeding people. So it is her spot. She is happy to do
Yeah.
it. We call her the
Yeah.
yeah.
But you do that too. You
I
like
like the hosting
hosting and
part.
feeding everyone.
Yeah, you
But,
always
like,
serve a big
at
spread.
school, my sister's a principal, and we call my mom the homeroom mom of the admin team. Because, like, when they're having their admin meetings, she brings food in. Like, this week was biscuits and gravy and eggs. Last week was yogurt parfait. Like, all the toppings are all cut up, ready to go. Like, that's just her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Christina, maybe
That
you need to
sounds-
hire her for our school's teaching.
Yeah,
for
yeah. Will she jump ship?
No,
to
she
our
has,
school,
like, a
please?
non-compete in place, so. Sorry. She can't. She's not available. Yeah, like this, but she'll
that's
come
funny.
in the morning and she'll be like, okay,
Oh.
for dinner, I'm thinking. She's like, we had chopped salad yesterday, so we're going to take the chopped salad and we're going to turn it into pasta salad with the dressing on it. And I'm going to make some potato salad and some chicken salad to go with it. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
sure, go for it. Not going to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you
I
want.
I
You're
wouldn't
cooking.
But
say
she's
no
like,
ever. Yeah.
she
just
also
whatever you wanna
lived
do.
Yeah.
in a very
Say
small
whatever.
Alaskan town for 10 years, and their only restaurant there was a Subway. So you have to make all of your food. Like, you cook every meal. You're not Uber eating it to your
Yeah.
house. No Dunkin' Donuts is coming. So, like, that's just her normal.
No.
I would almost feel like, though, after spending 10 years of doing that, I would feel like I would go and just
Yeah.
order every meal.
Well,
Like,
she
I would be
does
so
love a
tired of
Publix
cooking,
trip.
and I'd be like, I'm just
Like,
gonna
she
order
loves
everything.
going to Publix. She's like, I'm like, do you want to go to Publix?
That's the
And
big
Costco,
splurge.
yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
she
she?
does.
She
just
loves
likes
going
cooking at
out.
home. We don't eat out very much now that she's here.
I know,
Yeah.
it's so much better for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're living the partial dream.
Is your mom?
There's
Is she
a
going to be
big-
watching this pod? Do you think? Like, is she going to see us all chatting
Probably.
about her cooking and how much we love her and wish that she was cooking for us?
Sure, she will at some point.
Oh. Yeah. Does she know like you're doing
Oh,
that?
I
What does
told
she
her.
think you're doing right
I can't
now?
say it with a straight face yet, but
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
gotta go do that. Oh yeah.
Well, so she
Yeah.
knows. So she's gonna watch it. There's no way
Yeah,
she's
my
not
whole
gonna
family
watch it.
knows.
Yeah.
I haven't told anybody. Well, Grandpa
No.
knows. He was like here when I left the other
Oh, he
day.
did?
Yeah, he said he's coming today to trim some of the like bushes outside, and I said, oh, "Okay, I'll just be home doing my podcast."
I feel like he's probably so
And, like,
used to you doing like random things in the middle of the day.
Random
though.
things, always. And then him and Steve were both like, "Well, what are you guys talking about? Like, what's your thing?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Did you
We're just
tell them-
talking about our days."
Did you tell them your list of talking points? Did you come with a list of talking points or no?
No, I have. Well, the Taylor Swift one was like a big one for me.
I have like a whole whiteboard, and it has
Yeah,
it has my talking points on the back.
I'm pretty
can't
good
show
on the
you.
fly. Like,
Well, that's why I feel like
Yeah.
the story, Jenna, this did bring this to mind, I wanted to say, because when you hosted Galentine's and you had that huge taco
Yes.
bar spread, and then everybody left, including me and Christy, and we forgot to help you clean up. Oh my God, that was the
We
worst
felt
night of my life.
so
Are you still up? And I'm like,
bad.
yes,
It was
I'm
so
and
bad.
then the worst. Wait, let's tell people. So Jenna hosted a Galentine's
So
for our
bad.
mom's club.
It was a lot.
And like, how many
Yeah.
people?
It
15
had to
maybe.
be. Yeah, it was a
She
lot.
had a full taco bar. Like, we
Oh.
asked, can we bring anything? No, she handled it all. And like, I don't know,
Yeah.
the night just
It was fine.
was wrapping up, and
Yeah,
everyone's
everyone's
leaving,
leaving.
and Christina and I had drove together. So we're like, okay, bye. And then we get in the car, and halfway home, we're like, oh
No,
my
you
gosh,
forgot-
Nobody
you
helped
forgot
her.
your
Like, nobody
purse.
offered to stay.
forgot her
Clean. Right.
purse.
So then we get all the way back to my house, all the way back.
We literally were like at her house when she realized.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have got in.
Yeah, but then she wouldn't.
And I
yeah.
could have like, I mean, I didn't have my car key
You
or
wouldn't have had
whatever, but I
keys.
was like, I could have like gotten it the next day. But Christine was like, no, we're like already in the car. Let's just go back. And so I'm like, okay. So that's when we texted her, you know, we're coming back. I forgot my bag. Like, stop cleaning. We will help you clean
No,
when we
if
get
Jill
there.
had gotten
We feel
home.
so bad.
No, I
And
was
then she didn't
almost
let
done.
us. She didn't even
It
let
was
us
already
come in the door.
Oh,
I
Oh,
really
she was so
wasn't.
bad.
She was mad.
I feel
She was-
like we need a disclaimer. Like we're not.
Yes.
We usually clean up.
Yeah.
Like we are not always,
Always.
these
Like,
friends. Like
every
this was
event.
like
But
we had just. And that was wild.
Anytime I host something at my
Oh.
house, like it's all put back
No.
together by the
I
time
felt
It was
so
everyone,
bad.
Joe was
everyone
home.
pitches
Like Joe had
in,
gotten
and I
home in that
just-
like time,
yeah.
and he had helped cleaned up, so it was fun.
He was like,
And I
"Why
can
did they leave
imagine.
such
He
a
came
mess?"
home, Jenna was like, they all just left, so now
That's
you
right.
have to help
That's
me
what I said.
clean.
100%.
Poor Joe.
We'll get him to tell us the true story.
Yeah. We'll have him as a guest
No.
on the podcast, and we'll relive that night.
God
and he
knows
can
what he
tell
would
us
say.
what happened.
He's a
That was
wild
bad.
card.
Oh man.
That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Good story, Christina.
Yeah. Thanks. See,
Forgot about
that was the on the fly. That was not written on my board.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a text from Grandpa. Is it okay to come over?
Oh, that's fine. Is he using heavy machinery? Like, is there going to be a chainsaw
I
in
know,
the
that's what
background?
I'm thinking.
Tell him to bring the
No, I
pruning shears.
He's not. I think he's just using, you know, the big tall like grass in the front of my
Yeah.
house, the like fountain grass. I don't know what you would call that. It needs a haircut. So twice a year it needs a haircut. So you basically like gather it all up and then tie it, and then you come in with scissors
Oh, yeah.
and cut it down. But spring is the best time to do that. So
That's also Linda Lou's job here at my house is gardening.
he's the best.
Like she was gone for 4 days and I pretty much killed it all. So it's not
I
my.
know. I joke I'm jealous of Jenna's situation, but I have it pretty good over here.
Yeah,
with my
you really
father-in-law
do.
lives up the street and like does whatever. The cleaners were here the other day, and they're like, you know, your bathtub drain is like draining a little slow, and I'm like, oh, you know, I've noticed that too. So yesterday I was like, hey, Grandpa, when you get a chance, my bathtub drain.
Oh, did he snake all of your hair out of it?
He did.
Oh!
He didn't show me, but he came out last night and was like, that was disgusting.
That's
And
always
I said-
gnarly too. Oh man.
I said, well, it's mainly your son and your grandchildren, so it's your DNA.
She's
definitely
He's
need
like,
to,
no,
but
the hair is this long.
they take
None
more
of the-
baths than I do. Blonde hair. So gross.
Oh man.
God bless him.
He's so
and he does
nice.
it with a smile on
Yeah,
his face.
he's always
and he'll
so
do
nice.
whatever I ask. I know. He's the best.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I guess I could get into my little story.
Tell us your story.
Too exciting. Well, so Steve, my husband, he is a film producer and has to go to Cannes Film Festival every year. So a year ago, he hired this like intern from USF. I don't know if I've told you guys about her. He had like interviewed a few. He wanted a summer intern to work for like cheap/free. And so he interviewed all these people. And this one girl just like stood out in the interview. And he was telling me about the things she said. And I'm like, oh, you have to have her. Anyway, she has proven herself to be like, she has gone above and beyond. They're doing this whole production in like St. Pete next weekend. And she's pretty much handled the entire thing from like hiring the actresses, booking their flights to get here, booking Airbnbs, like done it all. So he was like, okay, she can go to Cannes. Like she had been begging. And he's like,
that's
I'm
amazing
not
for her.
paying for you to go to Cannes. And she's just proven herself. So he told her, she gets to come. And I'm just so excited and happy for her. Well, it turns out this is going to be her first flight.
Flight at all?
She's never been on an airplane before.
Wow.
That's a good question.
You should ask her, because what if she isn't even thinking about it,
I mean, I would hope she's.
But why would you want one if you've never gone?
Like you can use it on cruises.
I mean, maybe she got one in the past for some. Oh, maybe she's done a cruise. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to tell him.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him to make sure. I mean, well, she has to get, in order to go to Cannes, you have to be accepted. Like you have to apply. And I think he already did that all for her and she got through. So I feel like a passport would be one of the stipulations. Like you have to show.
Maybe. Or maybe they don't care.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
on
not,
you.
but that's a good question. I'll ask.
That's
but
awesome.
I'm just excited for her. She's like so happy, and I can't imagine my first flight getting to go to France.
That's like an amazing trip. Is she still in college or did she graduate?
She's in college still.
Wow.
So
did he apply for Christina and I to go as well?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I know he had gotten Airbnb, and then he's in school, so he had offered to some of his other like writing. He's getting his master's in dramatic writing from NYU Tisch, and so he had offered like, hey, anyone want to come to Cannes, like pay your own way, but I'll have a place, like you can sleep on the floor. I'm getting an Airbnb. Like if you don't mind sleeping on the floor, whatever, like come. So a bunch of people were like, oh yeah, we're interested. So I thought he just got this one Airbnb and like he had a room and then his CFO had a room and then whoever else was there was going to be couch flooring it. Well, come to find out, when he told me she's going, I'm like, well, how much room do you have? He's like, oh, I got 2 3-bedroom
so there's
Airbnbs.
room for us.
Oh.
I'm like,
there's room,
so
Jenna.
I am like,
we won't be accepted for anything.
Like,
but let's do this.
Most likely going.
Why are you here? We don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if I'll need any certain pass or whatever when I go, but he's handling it. I'm his assistant, but he's handling it. Because when you go on the website, everything's in French. I know you can like make it English, but it's very confusing.
Yeah.
And they don't release the schedule for another 2 weeks. It said beginning of May. So I don't even know what days I'm going yet, but it's going to be very last minute. And I'm a type A planner, so that's just a lot for me.
Yeah, but at least you can, you know that you're going, so you can have a rough
I know I'm going,
plan.
and I know my child care is good. My mother-in-law said she's good between those dates. I just have to tell her, what exact dates. I'll be there. I'm excited. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
What's with these boxes, Christina?
You guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys. So I gave both of you a secret package, secret parcels.
2 guesses. Well, I already guessed one thing and you said no. And I have 2 more guesses to what I think.
Okay, so why don't you share all of your guesses?
So do you want me to share the guesses, or do you want me to just
no, you should share the guesses. Share the guesses.
Okay. I think it's either one, that freeze-dried candy, because I've been talking about wanting it for so long, and I just couldn't justify spending the $30 on TikTok to buy it. My second guess is it's lube to try to get us back for something.
But we didn't.
You think Christina thinks we pranked her with leaving lube under her Christmas tree, which we did not.
But the evidence is there because
And
Christy
so
had the same wrapping paper that it was in, and nobody else did.
She has us taking pictures under our Christmas trees to see what kind of wrapping paper we have because of the wrapping
Like,
paper
it goes
this
away
was
for a
wrapped
month.
in. And and it was, first of all, it was plaid.
We
okay?
have
But how
plaid.
many people have plaid?
Okay, we're
wrapping
gonna
paper?
bring receipts because all plaids are different, and I still have wrapping paper in my drawer, so it's coming next time. You better be ready for it, and I'll pull up the picture that you sent and everything.
You saved the wrapping paper?
It's still in
from
there.
the-
I'm not getting rid of it until I solve this case. But okay, so lube,
Okay.
freeze-dried candy.
Lube, freeze-dried candy, and I already said chicken
know.
skin
It
chips.
sounds
Chicken
like
skin
but
chips.
you said no.
I said no.
Like-
yeah.
something's bouncing around.
Yeah. And okay, so Christy, the reason you got the Amazon package,
Oh, I was
it's
like, she's
wrapped
already
inside
opened.
of it because I didn't trust you. No, yeah, I didn't trust that baggie.
Well, you said I'm going to drop it off, and then I went outside and I saw this Amazon, so I thought it was an Amazon for me. So I I opened up I was like, oh no, this is the thing I can't look at. And it is. Look, this
It's
is
the
how much
thing.
she
Mine's
doesn't trust
taped.
me.
Yeah.
It's stapled.
Yeah, well, because you
All
can
on
see
the top.
that. Yeah, Jenna's is taped because I was worried a kid would drop it out of your car. But Christy's is stapled because that bag, it kept like puckering open, and I did not want to take any chances. Okay, so now
All
you
right.
open
So
the
can we?
packages.
Do we open them at the same time?
Yeah, I think you do.
Oh my God, are you pregnant? Is that what this is? I just thought of that. Wait, Jenna, open it. Oh no. Oh, barbecue flavor.
I can't believe last second you would think I was pregnant. I'm not pregnant, to answer that question.
I don't know, but you
wait.
see all these
Okay.
videos of people
Doing,
like opening.
that would have been solid if I was
Yes.
pregnant, though. That would have been
I
a
love
good
the
reveal.
name of it. Flop.
I can't. In our mom's group, we've had so many like pregnancy
nowhere.
announcements that were just I
Yes.
did not see
Unexpected,
coming,
yeah,
and that really would have been
Oh my
up there.
gosh. Yeah.
Christina, I
Okay,
don't
listen.
like barbecue.
You're gonna try them because guess what? You wanted to try them. The only flavors that exist
don't
are
smell
barbecue
at
and
all.
spicy. Was spicy your option?
Yeah, I would have
You
done
don't like
spicy.
I didn't know who would have done spicy, so I had to get us all barbecue. While
get
we're
it.
doing it, we're trying them.
but we're trying it.
I mean, I don't
Okay.
even. I have no desire
did
at
you
all
show?
to try
I love
chicken skin
off the
crisps.
rotisserie.
So
Wait, how much protein?
You
how
just
did
pulled
y'all
it
open
apart.
it?
There's
Yeah, and this-
32 grams of protein.
This
if you
relates
eat
back to
whole
the
thing.
pilot episode. So if you haven't watched that,
Yeah.
oh, these look
They are-
pork rindy.
How do you open this?
You gotta tear it. I don't know how Jenna did it that way. They look really pork rindy.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I need water near me.
It smells like barbecue chicken skin
Christy's not
too.
gonna like this.
Oh, they don't smell too bad.
No, this gets a no from me.
The first bite was okay.
It really tastes like you're eating chicken skin though.
It does. They're salty.
A lot.
How much sodium is in this?
I don't know.
There's a lot of protein though. Like these are a good snack if you're trying to up your protein.
It does
Not
have the
really, though,
barbecue
because-
flavor. I mean, it tastes like you put barbecue flavor on your chicken skin. I'm gonna give these to my husband to try. They're not for me, but I think
I
they
like
might
pork
like them.
rinds, but this is
They're
no.
not as barbecuey as I thought it was. Gonna
Yeah,
be.
they're like a light
The
barbecue
smell.
flavor.
Like, smell the bag.
No.
It's yeah.
It smells worse
It
coming out of the
tastes
bag.
better than it smells.
It's because
but-
it smells like there's a
yeah,
dead chicken
that's
in your
hilarious.
bag. I don't think this will. We're not getting endorsed by this company ever. Flock is going to cancel
So, like,
us.
please blur out the name. Like, I think it's a good if you're really hardcore proteining.
It's not bad.
That's a good because it's got a crisp. There's not a lot of like
But
chippy kind of things other than pork rinds.
Yeah. Like, I think,
I
do you
saw
guys like
something.
pork
It's not
rinds?
like every day.
I don't know if I've really ever had pork
Right,
rinds.
so that's, I think if you like pork rinds and you like barbecue,
I
you probably
pork
like
rinds.
these.
This is not a snack I'm going to turn to often.
Do
No.
you turn to pork rinds?
Because you get like some bags
No,
will be like
right.
real like puffy and crispy, and then some will be just hard. They make like super crispy pork rinds, and that's like break your teeth.
I saw that to be like a good protein though, if you add a 0 to the end of the grams of protein, it should be more than the calories, which these are not. So like it's 32 grams of protein, but 460 calories. That's for the container. It says there's 2.5 servings per container.
You know, like when you get like a bag of chips.
Not bad, not great.
Yeah.
Like I won't buy these,
Right.
but
When you get a bag of chips,
It wasn't as bad.
and then you eat, like the bag has 2 servings, you could eat like the whole bag. But this, I don't envision someone having a snack sitting
No.
with this, you know? Like you might have like
Yeah.
a couple and then,
yeah, no, you could not eat that whole bag in one sitting.
yeah.
Grandpa, want to try these chips?
Oh, grandpa.
Just try them. You like barbecue flavor, right? Oh, wait, that's like a big chunk. Well, sorry, it's a big chunk. Take a bite. What do you think? Not bad.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, it's a little strong.
A little strong. They're chicken skins.
Yeah, chicken skin.
They're chicken. No. All right. He says no.
Not
like,
now
no,
that he
thank
knows they're chicken skins.
He's never going to take a sample of anything.
Oh, man.
Like one bite.
That's funny.
Oh man, that last
I
second
was like,
pregnancy
do you really
scare.
think this is how she would tell us?
That was.
That was good. That was even better than I had hoped for. I didn't.
It's
I
like
didn't
when
think you were
Sarah
going there,
posted.
Yeah, I think she'd do anything for views.
Because we get so
When
many.
Sarah posted
Oh.
on your Amazon thing, and she was like looking for a dress. I didn't look that it was somebody else that wrote it, and I was like, "Oh my
Oh.
gosh, Christina's pregnant and looking for a dress."
Oh, that's
and this
right,
is how we
yeah.
find out.
So many people were texting me. They were mad at me that they found out on Facebook that I was pregnant. And I was like, you guys, I did not write that post. That is not me.
That would be a weird way to tell people.
Oh, man. That would that would be a really weird way to tell people. Oh. All right. The one last thing I wanted to talk about is the TikTok that Jenna showed us of the girls driving their toy tiny cars
That's
500
crazy.
miles. Can we
I
just
just
talk
how
about
do you figure out that that's what like how do you get there? Yeah.
like a late party night? And then they're like, you know what would be really cool is if we just like drove tiny cars
Yeah.
to Key West. That would be super cool. Let's do
They're
that.
not even tiny cars. They're children's
Yes. Like they ride
toddler
them like their knees
toys.
are up.
Power wheels? No, yeah, power wheels, right? Did you see? I saw one. She puts like one leg out at a time because she was getting an uneven tan, like to her knees.
Oh,
And
probably.
so she, yeah,
Or
so
a
she
cramp.
rides with one leg on the hood of the car at a time, so that she can try
I
to even out her
believe that
tan.
they said that this is not their first attempt.
Oh, really?
So this could be like a because they were
Yes.
crowdfunding for money,
Well, they-
right? To
was
try
like a
to
whole-
do this.
I thought they're raising money
Yes.
for an animal
Yeah.
foundation of some sort.
Yeah, but I think they needed the money
Yeah.
to
To
get
do it.
started.
And I
or
think they must
saved
work
up
remotely
money at
because they'll talk about
least.
like we had to do work
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, do they work? I thought they were just like
No, I
college
think
kids
that
who
they
didn't work.
I don't know. Maybe TikTok's pay like they're making money off of that.
I think because they like stop at McDonald's for Wi-Fi a lot, but I think it's
Maybe.
solely to upload all their TikToks so that they can continue to.
But like they're paying
keep
for
us in the
hotel
loop
rooms,
on their
like not
happenings.
expensive ones, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't know how you get there. And then
yeah.
like 500 miles, they can go what 5-6 miles a day. Like, oh, they
I
can
think
do
it's like 12, but yeah, it's going to take
Like,
them several months to do it. I think I would have shot for less.
Yeah,
I would have done like 200
Jacksonville
miles, you know?
to.
They
It's not
wanted
a
the Guinness
record. This is the
record.
first time anybody's
Yeah,
ever
but then-
tried this.
Yeah, but they would
Right,
still be
it
a
would
record if they
at
did it.
200.
No, but you saw that grandma that held the plank for 6 hours for her
No, I sure
for the
didn't.
Guinness record. She did.
No, I missed grandma.
I gotta aim higher.
Oh my
You'll
goodness!
just send us that
I
one.
saw that.
I don't think there's anything in my life that I'd be like, I'm gonna try to make the Guinness record for this.
So James wants to be
Out of
he
all of our
really wants a
children,
Guinness
I would
record.
assume that one for sure.
I can
He
see.
wants to make the most balloon dogs in a minute. That's like the record that he's shooting for.
What is the record for that?
I don't know. We watched the video. I think it's like 20.
Dang.
I'm totally making it up, but I think like 20-ish balloon dogs. But you start with a balloon already inflated, which makes it a lot. I mean, I couldn't do it, obviously. I can't make one balloon dog in a minute. But he doesn't have to inflate the balloons. Like, they're already inflated and tied. So the guy literally just makes balloon dog after balloon dog, Maybe it's like 16 balloon dogs. I don't know. But then when I found out that they were trying to make the girls pay $16,000 for the record, I'm like, well... I mean, we can't afford $16,000 for you to make balloon dogs for a minute. It's a little steep.
And you better make sure he can do it before you attempt
But I
it.
think it was because they were fundraising.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have to pay for the person to come.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have an official Guinness person come watch and record.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a lot.
But yeah, this 59-year-old held her plank for 4
That's
hours
crazy.
and 30 minutes. Yeah. I don't know how 59-year-old grandmother sets Guinness World Record.
You said 6 hours? Still.
4 hours, 30 minutes still.
So that's still a rather lengthy plank.
Dying.
Like, every day you practice and you're doing 2 hours of your day just holding the plank, or did she just go for it and did it in one shot?
There's no way she's doing 2 hour planks.
How do you have to build up for it?
I mean...
How do you prepare for a 4 hour?
She reads her newspaper,
That's a good
does the
question.
crossword.
I know. It's probably all on Google. Just all the headline.
Yeah.
All right. We're like an hour in, guys.
Yeah. I think we need to wrap it on up.
Yeah, I think you got some editing to do.
All right. I guess we're signing off. We've had enough of today. Hopefully you
Time
found
to go pick
something.
up the kids.
Bye.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Between Carlines is hosted by Miss Christy, Miss Christina, and Miss Jenna. Music by Lindsay Anderson, edited and produced by Miss Christina. Don't forget to subscribe and check back next week for an all-new episode. Thanks for listening.